Aloha, aloha, aloha. So Miami it is. Miami it is. So of course, guys, so we're obviously going to talk about Messi. Him going to Inter Miami, but also as well, obviously we did the emergency hangout, but also what we didn't have during the emergency hangouts was actually his statements and his reasonings for why he actually chose Inter Miami. And obviously we'll read that because Fabrizio Romano did a little good thing in just with us. So we're going to sort of react to his reactions. We're going to react to his statements of why he decided to choose Inter Miami. Then we're also going to talk about Kante. It's a sad day for Chelsea, one of the saddest days in the history of football. Kante is leaving Chelsea for Al-Ittihad to get paid, I think it's 100 mil a year for like 2-3 years, which is freaking insane. We're going to talk about that. And that coincides with Benzema and just this whole Saudi Pro League. Is the Saudi League a threat or are they a potential threat for Europe? And I'm hearing nay. I am hearing nay to Chelsea. I'm hearing nay to Chelsea. This could be what changes everything and so forth. It's going to be real, man. So we've got your boy Ricky Ricardo there representing Peru and so forth for everyone that's Peruvian out there. Ricardo, all good, man. How's Peru doing, man? Holding it down for Peru?
I don't know, man. Toronto's a mess, bro. Toronto's a mess.
Wait, mess? How do you mean? Why is it a mess?
No, I don't know if you know anything about geography, but Quebec, the province, right, the French baguettes of Canada, they had a forest fire, and now the entire of Toronto smells literally like campfire, and the sky is like mad hazy and everything. If you live in New York, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's probably reached there at this point, but not only that, but I have a fever right now, and I got stomach flu, so yeah, it's looking bad.
That's the best news I've actually heard for this month. I have stomach flu, man, so that's great, man. Shout out to your boy El Matador himself, man. Paul could obviously give us that insights into Jude Bellingham joining, obviously, Real Madrid. It is official and so forth. How are things in Madrid, man? How are things in Madrid, man? All Gucci? Oh, no, sorry, you're not in Madrid. Sorry. Where are you currently?
I'm in Granada.
Hey, shout out to Granada, man. Shout out to all my Granada peeps out there. Tell them that your boy Hafo will be there very, very soon. Very, very soon
Really?
indeed, man. Maybe, who knows, maybe. And shout out to your boy Elias, man, the man from Miami, man, the man from Miami. His boy is coming home. And I think he's already going to sell one of his kidneys to get one of those $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 tickets to watch Messi debut against FC Porto. Look, I saw it on eBay. So how much are you going to pay for those tickets for Messi? $8,000, $9,000?
They are expensive. I was like already looking like, hey, how much are the season pass tickets? And they were going for extremely expensive prices. I was like, whoa, this is insane. So I might just like have to buy like a couple ticket matches instead of the season ticket.
Look, man, all I'm saying though is that if you have a spare $3,500, send me over this week because I want to get that Apple Vision Pro, man. So I need that Apple Vision Pro. Wait, Ricardo, just check here. Can you see what that freaking thing does? So here's the thing: either someone loans me this money, or I'm going to do this freaking bank job. So that's your choice. Do you want half up in jail for bank robbery,
Well,
or do you want me to
no.
give you 3.5K?
No, it comes out in 2025. So I think by then your channel's gonna boom. You're gonna be at 1 million subscribers.
Oh no, I can't take that risk, bro. I need it. I can't do that. That's too risky. So guys, let's get it in. So Messi. So I think is going to be needed here is to look at his statements. So again, actually no. While I try and find his statements, we talked about Lyrica, but I really want to hear from our weekly panel's views. So let me first come to Paul. So Paul, your reaction to him joining Inter Miami. So surprised, not so surprised. Is it a good decision? Do you think it's the right decision? Just your reaction to him going to the MLS, going to Inter Miami.
I mean, hi to everybody. I think that when I first saw everything, first of all, I was definitely not surprised that he did not join Barcelona. I was surprised that he didn't join the Arabs, to be honest. So, I really expected him to go there. So I thought Inter Miami was kind of the third option, even like almost a third option. For me, it was almost sure he would go for the Arabs. So. But yeah, I think like people will think, oh, he still has football, or maybe why doesn't he earn more money with the Arabs? Like, look, I read some things about that the person that especially wanted Inter Miami was Antonella, and thinking about it makes sense. Just not only Antonella, but like his family, Western country, country he's used to, somewhat not much, but in the same continent as country. And also I think it's important to say Argentina and Saudi Arabia are both want to host the next World Cup, right?
Oh, in 2030.
I think yes. So if Messi joined the the Saudi League, right, that would be actually a blow to his own country. So maybe that part into it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was surprised. I thought he would go for the Arabs. He didn't. And I was also surprised with the statement.
No, we'll get there. We'll break it up because I have it all put down. So we'll actually come to the statement because it makes things very interesting. So let me come to Ricardo with this one. Ricardo, your thoughts, reaction.
Honestly, I'm not really that surprised. I think when you take into account everything that happened in Paris, it was kind of obvious that when you look at all three, the realistic option, because he said there was another team, which is probably Chelsea, but not going to happen. All the choices, honestly, if you were to rank them, Barcelona seemed like the most likely. Miami made sense as second, and Al-Hilal made sense as the third option. And it by the interview that we're going to get into later, it was obvious that his decision was lifestyle based. I think when you look back at what happened in Paris, he even said it himself. It was, it wasn't a good experience. And
sorry, real quick. Is because I want to make sure that the audio is good. I think it's yeah.
All right, is it better?
Okay, go for it. Yeah, go for it.
All right. So, anyways, yeah, it wasn't surprising me. I think Miami makes a lot of sense lifestyle-wise. Sporting-wise, it makes actually the least amount of sense. But to be honest, Al-Hilal didn't make much sense either. I think Barcelona was the perfect place for him to keep up competitively and maybe live where he actually wants to live. But I think what Inter Miami actually offers, and the more I thought about it, I'm like, it actually kind of makes a lot of sense. Because remember when he left PSG, a part of the contract was have Argentina have like priority when they were in with training and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The Argentinian national team, when they go to Florida or Miami, they do train in their facilities as well, at Inter Miami's facilities. So I think this is just another team where he can prioritize the national team, which is kind of makes sense because if we look at Messi's stint at PSG, it kind of makes no sense how underwhelming it was. But then when he plays the World Cup, he's at another level. Yeah. So I think it's very obvious that his priority is only Argentina.
And also, I think those are things that I think this was really much more a family decision of like Saudi Arabia is, because this is what we're saying in the Mediterranean, because I just think that was probably culturally a bit too extreme to move there as opposed to Miami where the language barrier ain't going to be an issue, and also there's much more of like a link there, so it wouldn't be too much of a culture shift. And I think he's actually So basically, he actually has like houses in Miami or something. Or
Yeah, most likely. I think if you're like a rich ass Latino, you probably already do have a house
wow.
in Miami.
Shout out
That
to
makes
Mario
sense.
Giccielli, so yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyways, but he, I think for him, look, I'll tell you this right now. If you're if you're in North America, it's exciting. For the MLS perspective, it's exciting as hell. Because if we're gonna be honest, like they're not getting some player that's like kind of like where Rooney was at his career or David Beckham was. Messi was one of the better players this season, and he was top two probably Ballon d'Or and the best player at the World Cup. They're getting a good player, maybe not in his prime, but Messi is an anomaly. But
No, because for me, this is the best player to come to the MLS since Pele.
Yeah, I think but I honestly, I genuinely think he's not going to be that serious in the MLS. Whether or not he even has to be serious to show these guys levels is a different
from the clips that
conversation.
I've seen, I think Messi at 20% can still drop a three-piece.
AJ,
So
you know what the craziest part is for me, because when the announcement was what's it called announced,
yeah,
I talked to a lot of my friends, obviously where we're from, and I told you that one of the guys that I grew up with played for the Canadian national team. This guy plays for Inter Miami.
oh wow.
So this guy I grew up is literally going to be pinging balls with Lionel Messi in training sessions. It's honestly like ridiculous to even think about. Like I don't know.
Wait, what's his name?
Kamal Miller. He was the left center back.
Oh
yeah. The guy he signed to Inter Miami, I think back in like March or something. And so to think about like this, someone I know is going to be literally playing football with this guy. It's just so weird. But no, I think this makes sense. He's going to a country that's Spanish speaking, has a strong Latino, Hispanic culture. To be honest, he's gonna go to Miami, make a shitload of money, and the best part is he's probably not gonna ever pay for shit, because if there's anything Latinos do when they see a celebrity, they fucking like kiss their ass. And especially Messi, like he's not paying for shit. Like he's gonna go to every restaurant, he's gonna eat for free. He's gonna go to invite to every event and just be there for free.
And basically, my thing though, because which is why I really want to get into it, is impact. Hence why it's especially for guys who obviously live in America. That's why I really want to hear from what Elias said, because my thing though is how much of a shift could this make within, because my thing though is the question is what kind of shift could it make, but what's not in question is this is a great move ahead of the Copa America next summer and of course the World Cup, because to have Messi in the MLS front and center is going to build up, is the right kind of buzz you need coming up for the World Cup.
Are we saying that Messi is going to get another World Cup and Copa America to his name?
I'm saying that he went to
that?
PSG, Qatar gave him the World Cup. He's going to MLS, America. He's going for the two-piece. So basically, there's going to be a tax on both of those World Cups. There's going to be a tax, bro.
Don't let him. You thought this was a retirement plan? He's still winning more.
Ricardo told you, if I see him turn up in 2026, there's a tax on that. I think you're welcome. Yes, talk to me, man. Thoughts on this, man. Miami.
Okay.
Actually, hold up. Do Minnesota actually have a team?
Yes, we do. We do. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I was actually while Ricardo was talking, I was actually looking up the next time we play Miami. Because I was actually contemplating of actually buying a season ticket for Minnesota, because Minnesota, the ground is nice. It's a vibe. It's a really good vibe. It's just the team is not great. So I change. Like sometimes I talk a lot of nonsense and I get a lot of takes, but I'm so happy that I was vindicated and was right. That because the thing is, like I said, for me, I don't really care where he goes. I'm actually happy that he came to America, and I think it makes sense, because Messi, if anyone knows Messi, he goes somewhere that he's familiar with. Going to a completely different country in Saudi Arabia, they speak a different language, different lifestyle. Messi's not that type of guy. Not the type of guy to kind of do things completely different than what is normal to.
Yeah.
Miami, he has a place. He goes there all the time. He's very comfortable at Miami, so it makes sense why he goes to Miami.
So, but does it make sense to reject 1.5 bill though?
I feel like, to be honest, it doesn't make sense to me, because I don't have 1.5. I don't have anywhere near that. But
yes, we know this.
But with Messi, it's like his name is money. If you think about it, like his name is money, and forever his name will be money. So it's like he can make that 1.5 billion no matter what. In my opinion, like would I be surprised? I don't know how long of contract did he sign. Does anyone know?
I think they said 4 years. I think.
I mean,
think-
like, yeah, I mean, he's gonna make a shitload of money in 4 years.
It's a 1+2, and he has the option of like leaving for free every season if he wants.
Yeah, so like if he plays 1 or 2 seasons, Saudi Arabia still will be there. I mean, come on, like he could do the 2 flex. He could still get that money. So to be honest, that for me, I mean, I'm in a situation. The way I look at it is, does it really matter? I've said this for a long time. I said when he went to PSG, I said he retired from club football. I've said this for a very long time, and I said
Well, yes, don't say this to Ronaldo fans because Ronaldo fans said this is a W for Ronaldo because he dodged the smoke in Saudi Arabia. So
yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of me where I'm like,
wait, you buy into that?
No. Actually, no. There's a bit of me that a large part of me that I was a bit tired of it. I was like, again, are they really trying to resurrect the whole Messi Ronaldo?
Yes, they were. And also, yes, sir. Wait, what I'm hearing is that I think they're actually going to keep on upping the bid until Messi accepts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but for me, I said it. I said Messi fan, PSG fan did not want to listen to me. I said, listen, this guy went there to retire. This guy went there to get this bag, and now he's going to Miami, to the beaches. Like his house is there. People don't understand. There's a large Latino community in Miami as well. They speak Spanish. The guy doesn't, so he's gonna fit perfectly in there. So shout out to Messi, man.
So actually, okay, let me come to you. So Elias, for someone who actually lives in Miami and so forth and everything, do you think that it makes sense overall in terms of how Messi can sort of like settle there and a place that he'll actually enjoy?
Oh, absolutely. As you guys have mentioned previously, Miami is like a mini like South America. Just the amount of Latinos here, the amount of Argentinians or people who love football. Like you go out on the street and like there's a good chance that you can go and meet someone. There's lots of people who speak Spanish, and this is another reason why Messi didn't go to Saudi Arabia. He wanted to prioritize the family and everything like that, and the culture in Miami is very similar to that of Argentina. And on top of that, it's 8 hours flight to Argentina. It's not the 14 or 15 or 16 hours from Saudi Arabia. And this whole move to Inter Miami is basically like it's for the family. Messi wants to take the family out of the spotlight, just focus on the day-to-day, just enjoy family life, because Messi at PSG, he wasn't happy. And he said this, and I'm pretty sure you're going to talk about it later in the interview. But Messi wasn't happy at PSG, and because he wasn't happy at PSG, it affected his family life, and it got very difficult for him. He didn't enjoy the time at PSG. And now he's just going to be enjoying that time in Miami, spending the time with family. He has houses here. He has a couple restaurants.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He, on top of that, this is something that wasn't mentioned. Like he has restaurants and he has like a clothing brand. He has, I think, like a hotel or two.
Yeah. So like this, he was never going to go to Saudi Arabia, bro.
Exactly.
Let's be real. He was never. I mean, look, but I think the thing though is people are saying like that's a lot of. People are saying that 1.5 billion is a crazy amount of money to reject, but my 2 points are he's good already. Him rejecting that doesn't mean that he'll be destitute. And the second thing as well is just quality of life. Yeah, you may be given 1.5 billion, but will you actually enjoy your family life in Saudi Arabia? But another thing though is there's a deal with Apple. I think he has a stake in the MLS and so forth. So there is the potential that he's going to make crazy amounts of money with all the off the pitch sponsorships in America.
HH, tell him to send you one of those Vision Pros, man.
I'm gonna beg him to. We're gonna beg him to. So let's look at what your boy has been saying here. So this is the statements from your boy, Messi. So, so I'll read it out for guys who can't see. All right, there we go. Beautiful. There we go. So, Messi, if it had been a matter of money, I'd have gone to Arabia or elsewhere. Why did you say Saudi, bro? It seemed like a lot of money to me. The truth is that my final decision goes elsewhere, not because of money. So there were people out there that said that, no, it's because of money. So for all those guys out there who said that his father is a blood-sucking vampire, here's the whole point. Because I know that there was
He is.
some, like, Ricardo, some of your Barca fans said that his father was a leech and a vampire.
I mean, maybe he is, but at the end of the day, Messi's the one that makes the decision.
Yeah. No, because people say that. So you think that Lionel Messi, a grown man with kids, his dad still makes all the decisions for him? Come
And
on.
to be fair, like his dad is his agent. He's doing his job.
Yeah, he's literally doing his job. Like, yeah. So come on, man.
To be fair, his father was in a scandal in Spain, so
Well, they both were the whole
How
tax
is he-
scandal.
how
The whole
is-
tax scandal.
yeah, but he was because of his father's work. So
I've been supporting Barca during the year. I'm a fan. I spoke to Javi a lot. We discussed and we always had frequent exchanges. Interesting. I really wanted to return to Barca. 100%. See this, I believe. That he wanted... If Messi could have a choice, it would be to go back to Barcelona 100% if it was feasible. I had that dream. But after what had happened 2 years ago, I didn't want to be in the same situation again, leaving my future in the hands of someone else. I wanted to take my own decision, thinking of me and my family. Wait, Paul, what does he mean by that, though?
he means that he didn't like what happened when he left, when he was left, or whatever, however you want to interpret it. And how I understand it is, look, I kind of wanted to go to Barcelona, but I didn't want it enough to actually have the patience and actually stand the initial pressure of waiting for the green light from La Liga and from Barca for everything. Because even though, by the way, I think La Liga finally did the green light, I think. I don't know if maybe Elias or Ricardo can correct me on that. But even then, Barca was not able to do a formal offer. So I feel like Messi didn't want that again, didn't want that narrative of everyone reducing their salaries to accommodate him. And I think that's what actually he wanted to go to Barca, but he didn't want to feel that pressure again.
Yeah,
and he was tired.
basically, like Messi didn't want to repeat what happened in the summer of 2021 when Barcelona told him, "Hey, we're going to register you," and Messi was like, "Hey, fine, like I'll wait." And then the last minute, Barcelona can't register him, and then Messi's like scrambling, like, "Hey, now that Barcelona can't sign me, who am I going to play for?" And so PSG is the only option. Messi just wanted to avoid that whole fiasco, and he wanted to get everything resolved as quickly as possible. And that's why he said, like, I didn't want to leave my hands in the future of someone else.
Someone else, as in the president of Barcelona, Laporta, in the hands of Laporta. Let's be honest. Laporta made promises to Messi.
Look, he made those promises because he was trying to keep his job. So
exactly. So he's like,
that's Laporta style.
So Messi, I heard reports of La Liga giving the green lights, but the truth is that many things were still missing in order to make my return to Barca happen. I didn't want to be responsible for them to sell players or reduce salaries. I was tired. You see, so you see, because I think that wait, hold on. Why are you laughing though? So you think this is BS?
I'm tired. It's like, I'm tired.
No. Because remember, during the whole fiasco, the whole idea was, oh wow, I'm not gonna. Because remember, everyone was like, bro, Umtiti. Remember how everybody was getting on Umtiti like, bro, leave, reduce your wage and so forth. And I was saying, wait a minute. I know you guys want Messi and everything, but a contract is a contract. You have no right to force Umtiti to now change a contract that was already signed and sealed. But you see, those kind of hardcore fans, Messi fans, they don't really think objectively. They just have blinders on. So I'm like, and I think for Messi, you don't really want that guilty conscience of like, oh, because I'm here, other guys now, their wages now have to be reduced just to accommodate you, which is crazy. Why is he smiling? I'd have loved a farewell like Iniesta, Busquets, Alba, Xavi. This is why I was very happy to hear the chant with my name by Barca fans at Camp Nou. It was a strange feeling to hear Barca fans calling my name, but then I wasn't there. Money, never been an issue with me. We didn't even discuss the contracts with Barcelona. They sent me a proposal, but it was never an official written and signed proposal. We never negotiated my salary. It wasn't about money. Otherwise, I was going to go join Saudi. So basically, we're saying that's Barca when we're never close.
Laporta's a liar. I've said this. He's a politician. He's the biggest politician.
So this guy was lying all this time. So he was never close.
Yes.
No,
But see, here's the thing that, guys, this is like politics. Because all those Barca fans that now want to hate on Laporta, if you're Laporta, I'm like, I did what I had to freaking do. Because politics is all about perception. If I just gone around saying, "Oh no, we have no chance, it's over," but at least I was like, "Hey man, we can get him, we can get him, we can get him." Okay, and he gonna say, "Look, man, we tried our hardest." But what is so sad about this is that for all those Barca fans thinking that, "Man, we were so close," you were never in the freaking running. Spurs they were never in the running. It was never even up for debates of him going through.
I would like to say something, HG, on this.
Yeah, go for it.
And because some people say, well, Laporta technically didn't. Bro, this is how everyone knows how this kind of all these clubs works. Real Madrid, all big clubs work like this. It's like you filter things through the press. You have your people, and you don't say them publicly. You normally filter them through. That's how basically media works in the football industry. So when we're saying, like, when people like Gerard Romero, like just the first name that came to mind, talk about Messi's 85% done. Messi's that is Laporta. Laporta's entourage telling Gerard Romero, this is the truth. Say it. Gerard Romero doesn't know if that's the truth. So, but he obviously has to say it is. So that's how it works. So obviously Laporta lied. And by the way, you say people hating on Laporta. I'm not seeing people hating on Laporta. I'm seeing more people hating Messi. Some people, because
but then about
with this narrative.
But hates Messi from how? Why?
No one should be blamed for this situation. Barcelona, they
I don't know about that.
No, listen.
I will blame Laporta for lying to you.
No. What's Laporta supposed to say? Hey guys, no, I don't want Messi to come back to this.
I'm not gonna sell smoke because we cannot get Messi. I'm gonna try. You can say, okay.
No, exactly. No, but that is what Laporta said. Laporta did say, yeah, of course. Laporta never said Messi is coming to Barcelona 100%. That's the thing.
Okay.
No. I see. The way I view it here, if I'm gonna be real here, I think Laporta, you know more than anyone about the finances and everything. You know the real deal. And I think what we're finding out is that, Laporta, you knew that there is not a realistic chance you can get him back. You putting out that thing of like, we could, you're being truly disingenuous, because here's the thing though. If, let's say, there was a chance, then Laporta's found out, hey, we tried. But what we're seeing here is that there's no point in even trying. You had no chance. So you can only try if there's a chance. But if there's no chance, then there's no point in even trying. So, like, the sad thing is that I think he sold the Barca fans alive. Like, wait, there was never a freaking... See, this is just all I want to know. Was there ever a chance that he could come to Barcelona?
Are you talking about this summer? Because in 2021, it was obvious that Laporta knew ahead of time that it was not going to happen. And then he had to break the news when he had to, and that obviously backfired. Well, I actually think Laporta's main to blame is he's created this distrust between both parties. Do I think Messi could have gone to Barcelona? Yes, but under the condition that he actually waited and Barcelona were able to execute the plan. But Messi said it himself. He doesn't want to be responsible for other players reducing wages, getting sold. There was a risk that he might not even be registered. So why is he going to put it in the hands, like he said, of somebody else, which I'm pretty sure he's referring to Laporta.
Exactly, but Barcelona did have a chance. They would have to sell players, which is already our plan in the summer. Just Messi would have to wait. Laporta's basically saying, like, yeah, Messi, if you wait, we will sign you. But the thing is, Messi doesn't want to wait. So Laporta isn't basically selling lies. He isn't selling lies. He's saying, hey, Messi, if you wait and we sell these players, you can join. But if we don't do it, then you're in the same exact mess that you were 2 years ago.
Here's the issue. Here's the issue, though. This is my just general belief. I think Laporta, since the beginning, because not his own doing, just the mess that he walked into, he knew the reality, and he knew that the reality was, hey, I cannot re-sign Messi. But he's a politician. He maneuvered that in a very political way, and he came, in my opinion, unscathed about it. Now,
yes, please tell me you don't watch Friends.
Friends?
Please tell me you don't watch that show, Friends. Please tell me.
I watch. I'm not the biggest fan of Friends. I'm more of an Office fan. But
okay, cool. Okay, but that's one.
But the thing is, I think the reality was Laporta knew that the situation that Barcelona were in back then and they're in right now, it just doesn't make sense financially to bring Messi back or re-sign Messi. In terms of re-sign Messi at that time or bring Messi back now. So I think that's Laporta understood that And then what he's telling him is like, hey, and I think what Elliot's saying has a lot of credence to it. I don't think what Elliot says is wrong, but I think what Laporta knew, and this is something I'm pretty sure they had a private conversation, and he said, bro, it's just not the best interest of Barcelona. And I think he straight up Messi straight up that.
Wait, hold on. So Laporta said it was not is in the best interest or Messi?
I think Laporta communicated that with Messi, like, hey,
nah, I don't know.
This is not right.
I don't
No.
think.
No.
You know
Laporta is a politician. For perception and PR, 100% Laporta wanted to bring Messi back because he knew that'd be a huge W with how he. Remember, this is presidency where people have to vote. So him getting Messi back, that's a huge win with the fans.
Exactly.
1,000%, it's a huge win.
But it's just
Yeah, it could help financially as well, I think.
No, but
Yeah.
Paul, like, but the hole that Laporta got Barcelona out of, like, it cost a lot. It cost a lot for Barcelona to be in the situation they are now. The stuff the levers they had to pull, the stuff they had to sell.
No, but this mess isn't created by Laporta or anyone like this mess. This mess was created years ago.
Wait. Let me just finish these things and then we'll go through it. So I was dreaming of Rivas return, but I was never sure about it's happening because I remember very well the story of August 21, 2 years ago. I didn't want to tell my kids, we go back to Barcelona and then nothing. I was quiet. I'm not sure if Barca did everything possible to make it happen, honestly. I just know what Javi told me. I'm sure there are people, I'm sure there are people in the club that don't want me to return to Barca, considering that's negative for the club. What is he? What's he
I said it. I just said this.
Okay, I don't know. To be honest,
Who is he referring to?
That doesn't necessarily mean Laporta. You know, there are other board members as well. I would like to say, though, in this whole thing, because there's something that is missing, Elias. And the thing is, you say, well, Laporta, you know, if we sold players, then we will be able to sign him. It's just, didn't Laporta know that Messi didn't want that condition for him to be signed? Like, didn't Laporta know that Messi wouldn't want Barca to just make all the salary reduces? Busquets will be gone, Alba will be gone, and still you would have to reduce, and this could be already known, you know? Why wouldn't Laporta know already that Messi wouldn't want that for him?
No. What Laporta wanted from Messi was time. That's the most key aspect. Basically, time for all these departures to make. And one thing I don't understand is just because we have to keep in mind that the financial restrictions in La Liga are extremely strict. That's the thing. Compared to other leagues, these clubs, the restrictions in La Liga, they're extremely strict. And so for Barcelona to make anything happen, we need huge clear outs, basically. And so just Messi didn't want that. And that's basically the whole point. But I don't believe Laporta is basically to blame for this entire mess. I don't think I think no one is to blame. It's just Messi wanted something different. Barcelona wanted something different, and I'm not particularly upset Messi choosing Inter Miami. You know, I would have loved Messi.
Of course, you're not. You're gonna see it.
Exactly. I'm gonna see it.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's just go beyond this. I received briefs from other European clubs, but I didn't even consider those proposals because my only idea was to join Barca in Europe. With the Barca deal collapsing, I wanted to try something different now in Miami. I'd love to be close to Barcelona. I will live. Okay, and okay, cool. So look, man. See, my thing though is that look. In my opinion, I feel this is the best move because I think that, it is the best move for all parties concerned. I think Barca have to learn to live without Messi. I think that Messi is going to enjoy himself in the American markets where he could just go and vibe out. Remember, there's no relegation. And I think for the city of Miami, it's going to be bloody amazing to have Messi there. And just for America as a whole, I just think it's going to be a great job. So, actually, let me go to see the doors. I don't want to ask you guys about something, about his impact. So, shout out to Ramesh Suresh, man. HH, you bomb. You scheduled this video for yesterday, and at the time of the hangouts, you rescheduled it to today. Old man sleep tax. I know, insomnia tax, bro. It is what it is. Insomnia tax. Okay. I need sleeping pills. Edwinning. Hispanic and Haitian communities are going to go crazy for Messi. Oh, so there's a big Haitian community in Miami.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I play pickup soccer maybe twice a week. And all I see are Latinos, Haitians, maybe some people from Europe. But the Haitian community and the Hispanic community is huge down here.
So it's going to be crazy when Messi comes in.
Absolutely. Like even when Messi was coming, like for the Argentina games, and I went to go see Messi for the friendlies like in September.
Yeah.
The stadium was packed. The streets were packed. It was like the traffic was unbearable, and this was like the Hard Rock, which is like bigger than the stadium that Inter Miami play. So it's gonna be like I don't even know how the whole situation is gonna work, because the stadium, how are you gonna fit that many people?
No, because I think they were interviewing a guy and they said like the stadium doesn't even have like proper security.
Yeah,
like guys just coming in as basically the infrastructure of the stadium is basically a mess. So they're actually not built to have the kind of influx. Zoltan TV, have you guys ever been to Miami? It's so beautiful. They speak Spanish over there. There are a lot of Cubans. A lot closer to Argentina. Messi is already a billionaire. This move is more classic than Qatar. Look, I told you, one of my next holidays thing is to Miami. I told you, bro. That's Miami Beach, bro.
That's expensive, bro.
Miami's different. Miami's different. Yeah. I've been there for one night. I've been there for one night, and I was like,
but apparently it's bloody expensive. Apparently it's crazy expensive.
Did you like it, Yasir, or was it too much for you?
I've been there one night, and it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. It was amazing, bro. Like the beach.
Wait. What was it? The beach or the beach?
I mean, hey, this is PG. This is kids are watching.
Okay, cool. Okay. Basically, the beach. Because I mean, the beach is nice, but there's the beach, you know. So I was saying because I want to go to the beach. I know. No, I want to go to the beach. I also want to go to the beach as well.
I will say this. Miami's crazy. Like it's actually insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it's actually crazy.
Wait. Crazy in what sense?
Like crazy in the sense, you know exactly what I mean by crazy. It's crazy.
No, because I have heard stories too, and I'm like, no, I have to experience this for real.
Yeah.
So hence why I've just been saving up, because Miami, like, because I want to just go there for like a good week or two, man, and just do my thing, just do my thing, you know what I'm saying? I was fair. Serie A teams losing finals. Inter say football. No, they're not. Inter going to lose. Inter are holding an L. I'm sorry, they're holding that L.
All the Serie A.
So the Watchman, Messi about to advertise that. Okay, all right, okay. I think that's a bit extreme. Okay, let's not. Okay, that's a bit. But it's fair. Essentially, La Liga wasn't going to let Barca pay Messi less than he was worth. Tebas is such a bum. He isn't paying for goal line technology next. Wait, Paul,
that's true.
What's happening? Wait, isn't goal line technology like 4 or 5 mil, and he can't afford 4 or 5 mil for goal line technology?
Tebas is a mess. He's like actually a disgrace to the league. It's just crazy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I can't say much. He's a bum. He didn't pay for goal line technology, and he should be out.
G. Ale. So it's Laporta's fault Tebas kept throwing obstacles at every corner. No, what people are saying is don't sell people false dreams. Like, rules are rules. Know what the rules are and give people realistic expectations. So you already know what the like we say Tebas isn't throwing new rules there. No, these are what the rules could be crap, but you know what the rules are. This is what it is. So but what I was saying was never really Wait, hold on. Minecraft Diamond. Miami is the headquarters of Florida, man. How do you mean? What do you mean by the headquarters of Florida?
I don't know. Is it?
Wait, Florida is the state, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there's Tallahassee.
And then so there's Miami and Orlando. So that's where Disneyland is, isn't it?
Yeah, Orlando, yeah. Mm-hmm. But there's also Tallahassee and other places, and Tampa Bay.
So look, Ricardo, what kind of impact do you think this will have for Americans, so forth? Messi coming there, bro? Or is this just going to be vibes?
I think it's going to be kind of like, for football fans, it's going to be like when Inter Miami go into your city, there's going to be a lot of rave about him. It's like, oh, Messi's coming. It's going to be one of those things. I honestly, I don't think a single individual is going to have an effect on like the trajectory of a single league. Does that mean more casuals are probably going to watch it? Sure, but let's be honest, casuals always die down. It doesn't matter. You could have both Messi and Ronaldo in the same league. MLS, for example, it's not going to change anything. Like I think they're definitely going to benefit. But MLS as a whole has already been on the uprise before Messi was there. It's slow, it's steady, but it has been. I don't know when before Toronto had a franchise, I could not watch MLS. It was ass. But honestly, when Toronto was good and I actually started watching them, it was better. It wasn't great, but like it was definitely a lot better than like when I initially started watching it. I think it's a league that has a lot to grow. I will never. I think by the end of our lifetime, MLS will actually be a good league. I don't think it's going to be a premier like a premier league in terms of like a top five league, but I think it's going to be a good league, a respectable level. Just because if there's anything you like, you can never doubt the Americans when it comes to this type of shit. Like it kind of is what it is.
Yeah.
Not only that, but in the last few years, with the finances that have been going on in South American teams, the MLS has actually been poaching the talents or good players in South America to come to the MLS. And if you think about it, like why wouldn't these players who are in South America not go to a more developed country? So that's one way the league's quality has actually gone up. But you're looking at the immigration into the United States. Let's be honest, but you look at the American national team, there's a lot of Mexican Americans that are actually playing for the U.S. national team. So that's kind of showing you like the same way, France has a strong African. A lot of players come from African families. They're first generation French. So you're seeing a lot of Mexican, first generation Mexicans play for the American national team. And I think this is just going to grow. Do I think they're going to be a powerhouse? No, but I think the league definitely has levels to improve. I don't think Messi is going to be the catalyst for that, but it definitely does bring more eyes. Maybe, bro, honestly, if Messi joins this league, when he is, and he just clowns this league going 50%, then I mean, I don't really know what to say.
And Ricardo, it's going to be fun. Those post-match announcements will be fun.
It's something also to consider. There's a rumor that the CONMEBOL president is thinking of inviting like MLS teams to the Copa Libertadores. I think that's
So
imagine Messi playing that.
What are we doing, man? What are we doing?
Just the way for Messi to fucking win.
Wait, what are we doing? Wait, hold up. No, come on, guys. Ronaldo fans have suffered enough. So wait, so Messi's going to win the UCL and the Copa Libertadores? Come on, bro. Come on.
And he's going to do it with an MLS club? Well, that's not
that's messed up. Okay, so because I know that Paul has to go soon, man. So let me hit this real quick. Jude Bellingham, it's official. So I think they say it's going to be worth $100 million, everything though. So look, man, it's Real Madrid are moving. And I think, basically, guys, I think that this could be one of the most active transfer summers I think we've seen in a long while. And I think it's because, do you know why I think? Because so many big teams need to completely rebuild. And because so many teams need to rebuild, from United to Chelsea to Real Madrid to Barcelona to Bayern Munich, I think that you're going to see crazy activity. And look at how early guys are already starting to do their business. So my thing with Jude Bellingham is this, and I want to give it to Paul, is I think he's talented. But my view is this might be a bit too early for you. Because I feel that, again, Real Madrid, it's sink or swim. And I'm like, bro, Jude, maybe you needed a few more years before you said what's up, because I don't think his kind of talent is the kind of talent of, let's say, a Vinny. Or like, these guys are actually special. So my thing though, but what I like about this though is that he's betting against, he is betting on himself. Any player who has the confidence and the balls and the cojones to bet on themselves, I respect you. So even though I think this is too early, this may be a wrong move, I don't know you can perform on this platform, I respect the fact that, no, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to take the easy route and maybe go to Liverpool or go here where I cannot hide. Which is what I've been saying with Kane. No, go to the mountaintop. Because we all know that Kane is going to Real Madrid. He's going to stay in England to try and break Shearer's record, something that nobody outside of England cares about. But for Jude Bellingham, Liverpool was there. Liverpool were twerking. But I really respect the fact that, no, you're not going to take the easy route and so forth. You're going to go to Real Madrid. So how well will this work out? I don't know. But what is clear that he is an amazing talent. Paul, talk to me, Jude.
Usually he's amazing talent. I think, well, first of all, the club thinks that he is a historical talent.
Oh.
I mean,
you have to think.
No, historical. Like, we're talking about a player that is probably going to be given either the 7th or the 5th if Vallejo lives it. We're talking about a player that's going to be Madrid consider him a Galactico signing. And also, he's the player, the big signing, who is going to open the new Bernabeu, if everything goes accordingly to the plan of the rebuilding. I think people do not understand. I think we have to remind. Can you please look up Bellingham's age, please? Can you please look it up? Because I don't think people think he's 23 years old. He's 24.
Oh, Shiga. He's 19.
The moment
he's going to be 20 on the 29th of this month.
He's officially the youngest player in Real Madrid, and we have Camavinga, Valverde, Vinicius, and Rodrigo. You know how freaking ridiculous this is? You know how stupid that a guy with this talent is? He's not 23 again. He's not 24. He's 19 years old. 19. He's younger than me.
Wait. When is the new Bernabeu coming out? Is this next season?
Yeah, next season it will be. If everything goes according to plan and nothing weird happens, it will be open for the next year. Yeah, next season. So he will be open in the new Bernabeu. Man, it's the biggest pressure. Apparently, he will be a record signing for both clubs, historical signing, a historical operation, both for Dortmund and for Real Madrid.
But Paul, what do you think? You've talked about Ronaldo, but for you personally, do you buy his talent? Do you buy the hype? Do you think, oh no, he's the guy? You personally.
How many guys have you seen with 19 years old doing this? This is name me one. Name me one.
Pedri.
And how talented is Pedri?
Extremely. Just I don't play Jude in that level. That's the thing.
You don't think Jude is on the level of Pedri?
No, I don't. I think Jude is a very talented player and a very good player. Just I don't think he's generational. That's the thing.
I don't think he's generational. I think historical.
I think historical and generational are the same thing for me. I say Pedri is a generational talent. I think this is this. If you have Xavi, Iniesta, these players saying like, "Wow, I wasn't doing this at this age." No. Sorry,
that's PR.
No.
I think historical is greater than generational. I think historical is something that pretty much transcends generations. So basically, Paul, you're saying that Bellingham is beyond generational.
I mean,
if it's in historical, that's really spans several generations.
We're talking about talent. Talent is not something that is. It's the potential.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Someone can have. Ozil had historical potential, right? Is he a historical player? Sadly, he isn't. Even though I love him as a player. That's what I'm saying. Right? I'm not saying he's going to be the next Zidane. I'm not saying that. But he has the talent to be that. Okay, the same.
So you would be mentioned, for example, next to Xavi, next to Zidane, then next to Iniesta, Busquets.
I'm not saying he's next to them. I'm saying he could be if he realizes his full potential. He could be absolutely. Okay, I mean, it's also not fair to compare him to Xavi or Iniesta. They're different types of profiles. If you you can compare Gavi with Xavi, right? You can compare Cruz with Iniesta. It's not the same type. So. So yeah, it's just that I know you're a Barca fan, and I love Xavi and Iniesta, Spanish. But listen, I don't know what will happen. I just know that if Calafat, if Florentino, if Jose Angel Sanchez, and if City, with Soriano, with Guardiola, and if Liverpool, and if all the big teams wanted to sign this guy at years of 19, and suddenly when he's going to join Real Madrid, everyone's like, "Oh, he's dusted. He has a broken knee. It's just by the way, it's just a esguince. I don't know how to say it in English. How is it, Ricardo? Esguince.
To be honest, I think
it's just a sprain.
Ricardo, he doesn't know Spanish, man. What do I go say? The guy doesn't know any Spanish.
Does Iliad speak Spanish?
Or Elias? I don't know.
He doesn't speak Spanish.
Bro, he speaks with the list. I don't speak with the list.
Yeah, no, man. Something's wrong.
A sprain ankle. Apparently, it's a sprained ankle, and it will heal just fine.
I thought it was a knee injury.
Yeah, apparently this is a sprain, and he will heal fine. Maybe it drops HH. I'm not saying it will be successful. I'm just saying that the potential is historical. That it is fulfilled, we'll see. Same happened with Neymar. The potential was like crazy, and it wasn't fulfilled at its best.
So the midfield is Jude, Tchouaméni, and Camavinga, and Verde. What's the midfield three then?
Well, that's something they will have to fight for. That's something they will have to to compete for, and if they don't want to compete, they're not fit for Real Madrid, and that's how easy it is. They're
Paul,
young. They'll have
Is Ancelotti staying as well?
1 year more to end Cruz and Modric's cycle, and then another manager will come. But you know what? I'm fine with Ancelotti. Ancelotti has 1 more year. I mean, he actually has. Looking back at it, when Zidane was here, I don't think he's as bad as people say. By the way, but let's be honest, Vini wasn't exploding, and it all happened. Rodrigo's explosion, Vinicius' explosion, Camavinga started to explode as well. Is it just age, or is it just coincidence, or is it just that Ancelotti is actually one of the greatest managers? I'm just saying.
Well, you say so, but
manager,
he still needs to give me a back-to-back league title, though. So, look, Yasio, what are you saying? What are you saying about Jude?
He doesn't have to give it to you. He doesn't have to.
I'm a bit biased. Well, I'm not a bit biased. I am biased. Jude Bellingham is a phenomenal. Like this signing is so.
Okay, wait. Why are you biased? What's allegiance do you have to Jude Bellingham? Are you half English?
No. Because there's, I have a list. Ricardo knows I have a list. Gavi's in there, Jude is in there. Like I have a list of players, Vini, Rodrigo. There's some players that I put all my eggs in. Like I put all my money on. Like these are my boys. This is my boys.
Rashford.
Rashford.
Yeah, Marcus Ballon d'Or, Rashford.
And then a little bit is Vini. Vini's my, but nah, man. Like people don't need to understand. I don't know if you want to pull up the championship standing. Look at where Birmingham City is at. This guy, people need to understand where the kid started from. He started from Birmingham City. I don't even know where Birmingham is. I don't know. I have no idea what that city is. But I was watching him play for Birmingham City because he was that talented. He maybe
actually doing what he, and it was crazy. They retired his jersey
for a reason. Like people need to understand this stuff doesn't happen.
But I think what I think though is, and even question to the streets as well. Why don't more English players take that leap to go to other countries?
It's because it's very simple. Majority of footballers, they do things out of that's with their comfort. Things that are comfort. Like we just finished talking about Messi. Messi went to Miami because he's comfortable. And people tend to go things where they're comfortable, and especially the language barrier. I'm not lying to you. The people that a lot of countries are predominantly English-speaking countries. They're very, how do I say it? They're very limited in terms of their second language. They don't.
I don't know. Bill still only knows about 5 words of Spanish.
So the thing is like but that's the thing about Jude that I'm to respect a lot. That guy, when it was like 16, 17, went to Borussia Dortmund. He went to Germany.
Yeah.
He went to Dortmund, and then he had an opportunity. Like he had the opportunity to go to England. He said, "I am good. I'm good off of that. I'm going to Real Madrid."
But can he deal with the pressure? Is he that good? Because my thing though is that yes. Just saying that Birmingham City enough. We're talking about Real Madrid. This is the mountaintop. This is the peak of the peak. There's nothing higher here. So do you really believe that this talent from Birmingham City is going to ball and perform? Because remember, Real Madrid is not a place where, we'll give you time and so forth. Look at Vini. He went there young and he had to hit the ground running. So can he hit the ground running when he goes to Real Madrid?
Yes, he can. I 1,000% believe he can. And the reason why I really wanted him to go to Real Madrid, and the reason why I fundamentally disagree with you saying that he was maybe it was a too early of a move is no. It's never too early to make that move. When you have a chance to go to Real Madrid, you take it. Like
wait. No. If you're not ready, you're not ready.
No.
If you feel you need to develop, then it's too early.
I disagree. If a player ever believes he's never ready to go play for Real Madrid, he should never go play for Real Madrid. It's really that simple. Stay where you are. To play for Real Madrid, the number one thing you must have is self-confidence. You must believe you're the best of the best. It's really that simple. And Jude Bellingham believes he's the best of the best. And I think that mentality right there will carry him far.
Okay, so what are you saying about this, though?
I can't wait for Liga next year.
Sorry, what's your question?
Jude to Real Madrid, man. Do you believe that he can succeed? Do you believe in his talents? Because I just have he's talented. Of course, he's talented, but I have questions. We're not talking about Neymar here. We're not talking about Mbappe here. It's like with Mbappe, he's that guy. We know he's that guy. So I don't think he's on the level of an Mbappe, a Vini, a Neymar, a Messi, or the so forth. He's talented. So I just have questions as to whether you are talented enough to be a superstar and face of a Real Madrid at your age.
I think he's a good player, a very good player. I know Paul's excited. I don't know about historical players. When I think of historical, I think of Messi, Maradona,
Hazard.
R9. Sure. That's what I think of a historical talent. Do I think Jude is in that conversation? No. I think he's he could be a generation. From what I've seen of Jude, very, very good footballer. I definitely do think he has the tools to definitely succeed at Real Madrid. And I actually rate the move he's taking, because it's actually a smarter move that he's taking to go into Real Madrid, because I said this when we first spoke about it. If all fails at Real Madrid, right, there's going to be a Premier League team that still wants him. Yeah. However, if he goes to the Premier League and it fails, Real Madrid are not knocking on his door.
Yeah.
So
true.
For him, he has definitely a risk, but he has a safety net that he is English. Some English team is still going to want him, give him a second chance. So I definitely give him that. I think for Real Madrid, it's going to be very interesting for how their midfield sets up. One of them is obviously going to have to suffer because they're not going to be a consistent starter. I think when you're looking at guys like top level guys, I'm assuming like 3 or 4 years from now, these guys are going to be top level. One of them is going to be unhappy with playing a backup role to any of those three. I think when you're that good, you have an ego that comes with it, and you're not going to settle for being a backup when you probably have the ego that you feel you need to start. But yeah, no, Jude is a good signing. I will see if the 100 million is like, if it's justified. We can't really tell, because for all we know, it could be, the next Modric or the next Zizou, and that's definitely would seem like a bargain. But if he turns out to be which I don't think he will, Sergio Roberto, then you guys obviously got scammed. So,
hey, go against the sheep, man.
That guy scammed the living. That guy scammed the living.
But yeah, no, I think
How about Modric?
Jude definitely is a quality player. We're just gonna see. You can't rely on talent. We'll have to see how he adapts to Spanish football. But I think he's a good signing.
What's it called? Elias, what are you saying about Jude?
I think Jude is a talented player. I don't think he's gonna be like this extremely like generational or anything like that. Just I do maybe feel like the price is maybe I think he's slightly overpriced.
English tax.
Exactly. Just paying 100 mil for a player, like I think that's like the standard price just to pay for anyone who's just decent. And this is where maybe going away from Jude, I don't think if it's Real Madrid's best option, because Real Madrid's attacking lineup next season is only going to be Vinny and Rodrigo. You have Benzema leaving, Mariano leaving.
They're looking for a strike.
You'll see.
No, we'll see. Havertz, no. Paul, Havertz is on his way.
No.
Havertz is on his way. 70 mil for Havertz.
I don't want to cut Elias. But I just will say I think Kane's movement is all smoke. I think something's coming apart from Havertz. I take Havertz for granted. I think the last filters are just, to make Chelsea, oh no, they discarded Havertz, we have to sell him.
Wait, no, Paul, you can't leave us in suspense.
No, I don't know who, but I feel like all this movement from Kane, I don't actually think he fits that well, but maybe it's smoke. I don't know. I feel like something's. I feel this summer. No, guys,
it's going to be a crazy summer, because my thing is that, see, why this summer is going to be so interesting is Real Madrid, 1,000%. They're not going to next season without getting a Benzema replacement. So they're aggressively going to look for a striker. And the only ones I'm thinking that are quality that exists, so you've got Kane, you've got Osimhen, you've got Vlahovic. Those are the really the interesting strikers that are out there. Because unless I'm missing a name, who else am I missing?
It's not going to be him.
No, but not only that, but for example, you also have Marcos Alonso, like a good super sub who was a key in some moments. He's also leaving.
Alonso.
No, I mean, what's it called?
I was flipping like, what the
Marcos Alonso. Wait, bro, isn't that guy like a brick?
Asensio, basically.
Asensio, yeah.
Asensio's leaving. He's gone. And so he's a good sub who was playing for Real Madrid, and you also have to replace him. So like, instead of dropping 100 million on Jude, I would say focus on the attack because like you're only having Vinny and Rodrigo up there. So like who are you going to be replacing? Because Benzema is like a top tier striker. I'm sorry.
Yeah, of course.
Real Madrid, they can't go into a season with Havertz as their number 9. I'm
Or-
sorry.
or-
Joselu.
Let's be clear on one thing.
Joselu.
This season, if you look at how many goals we did last season and this season, the problem wasn't that the number of goals we made, is the number of goals we conceded. Our problem this season was the defense. Now, having said that, Bellingham is a player that gives you double figures of goals if he actually performs, right? So we're not talking about getting a Modric. We're getting about someone who plays is a three-quarter player, right? He plays on the offensive side of the midfield, and he goes into the area. He scores some goals. He's not obviously. I'm not saying Bellingham is going to. We obviously need a replacement for all the goals Benzema did. Now, you say a 9, and I agree with that. But also, why are we counting out that Rodrigo and Vinicius can add more goals to their arsenal? Especially if you now add a better fullback. Especially if you now add a player that can actually help them.
Paul, you need more than Rodrigo
get bigger.
and Vinny, bro.
Rodrigo do you think Rodrigo is scoring more goals?
What happens if one of them gets injured?
Well, but what happens if? Well,
No,
we're
no,
fucked.
no, exactly. But for example, a top tier needs depth in their team. For example,
there is depth.
I don't like, for example, Barcelona spending like 100 mil here. No, I want that money spread in multiple positions.
We're getting as subs. We're getting Joselu, which is an improvement on Mariano.
Okay,
we're getting Brahim, which at least on Hazard, not on Asensio, but on Hazard is an improvement.
Okay.
Wow.
Ricardo, shut up.
He's not lying.
And then we're talking about if we get Havertz can play as a not 9 because we're not going to play him as a 9-9-9. We're going to play him on more link up, and also he can play at the right. And Rodrigo can play at the right, he can play at the left, and he can play at the 9. And Vinicius can actually play at the left, and he's starting to learn how to go to the center. And so, forget about, I don't think the modern football will be about having all these positions doubled, okay? It's not about that. It's about actually having fluid players, having players that have a lot of polyvalence. And if you see Real Madrid, and if you see City, and if you see modern teams that are actually the top tier teams, they are all doing that. They're all players that can play center back and pivot, who can play full back and center back, who can play 9 and can play left wing. So let's stop. I think we should stop thinking of I have a center back and I have pivot and I have a 9. No, you can have a 9 and a right wing. You can have a left wing and a 9.
I completely agree. Just I still think every single one of those players mentioned, I don't think that they're Real Madrid quality. I still that Real Madrid, if they're going into the season with those attackers, it doesn't worry me. For example, it doesn't worry me as a Barcelona fan.
But Brahim, Patrick, I agree. Brahim, Asensio for me is better than Brahim, but Brahim is better than Hazard, and Joselu is better than Mariano. So that's already an improvement, at least, So, but yeah, obviously Benzema is a top loss. Yes, I mean no one is denying that. If we sign Kane, the problem is will we be able to go for an operation for Mbappe or Haaland in the future? Which I'm not saying I want it. I partially want to, but Florentino's not going to give up on that. So you have to take that into account. It's not just, I don't know, like if you have Bellingham, you'll have, and if the team works better with these improvements on the midfield, on the fullbacks, maybe you can score more goals. Maybe you concede less.
I mean, look, all I'm saying now is, if Real Madrid do not get Kane or Osimhen, but specifically not Kane, it'll be interesting to see how Real sets up next season. That's my thing. I think it'll be interesting. So, guys, it's time to cry.
No, but
it's time to cry.
Before
you go for what you said.
I've always said this. The best signing and the one that they should sign. Do not sign Kai Havertz first. Do not get scammed.
No. Yes, we need to get rid of him. So yes.
Listen, I have
17 million.
Los Blancos, the heritage of the European. Real Madrid is. I am not gonna lie to you. You guys have a special place in my heart. Please don't get scammed by this club. Don't get scammed.
It's not a scam. Please, he's a good player. Havertz is a good player.
For 70 million, are you?
Muy bueno.
No, please, do not get
Madrid was already going to sign him before COVID happened. So I'm going to tell you something. You are signing. Let me tell you something. Maybe we fucked up with Havertz. Hey, I'm not saying anything can happen in football, but let me tell you something. it's very easy to sign people who are already superstars. All right,
That's true.
a good signing is not the one you pay 100 million for. It's not the one you pay 150. Signing Mbappe is not as good as a signing as signing a Havertz if he ends up exploding. I'm saying, obviously. Why? Because it's about seeing players' value when no one else is seeing it. Okay, so that's my point. I think even Calafat, who is adored by everyone and is rating Havertz, there is something there that
There's
no, he's
something
a
there.
quality
There's some,
player.
no.
we are not
Paul,
seeing.
Paul, I can assure you there is something there.
If you have
There is
a-
something
if-
there,
But
bro.
you
What need to get rid of Havertz?
No, Paul, don't listen to this. Paul,
sorry.
Elias,
bet-
Elias.
Paul, I
Who
bet
do I
you,
trust? Do I
as
trust
Lord is
Real
my
Madrid's
witness,
board,
Paul, I
or do
bet you
trust
Havertz will
Jinx?
cook.
Jinx.
No,
Havertz will
no.
cook for you guys.
No,
Perverts?
no, this isn't just ACL. This is the
How?
entire
Perverts.
Chelsea. This is Chelsea, the Chelsea fan base. They don't like Havertz. Like,
No.
What?
We've
Okay.
seen Havertz.
No,
Like,
Paul, don't
who do I
listen.
trust?
Paul,
Wait,
listen. Paul, we love Havertz,
No, but
and
DJ,
we are
I
actually
know you hate him.
sacrificing to give
I
him
know
to
you don't
you.
want it. Don't try to tell me the meal. I know you don't like him. I've been in this channel now. But having said that, who do I trust, Elias? Do I trust the knowledge of Chelsea fans in Twitter or in YouTube, or do I trust the knowledge of Real Madrid's board with all the recent success? Who do I
Paul,
trust?
they already
No,
scammed you.
I trust Real Madrid's
Eyes.
board. Yes,
I would
shut
trust
up.
your eyes.
I
I would
trust
trust
Real
your eyes.
With my
Madrid's
eyes,
board.
you know what I see
I
with
trust
my
Real
eyes?
Madrid's board.
Remember-
With my eyes, I see a player that is 1 meter 90, that is left-footed, that it have very good quality on passes, and I don't think he has many goals.
Paul, cook.
He has-
Paul,
Paul,
I'm
okay,
loving
okay.
this meal. Paul,
You know,
I'm loving this
Imagine,
meal.
I just
Cook.
You
want
paid
this
70
stream
million for
in
Havertz.
Paul,
Havertz cooks and HH Jinx
No.
fucks it up again. I would love it.
No, Paul. You see, guys, Havertz is going to cook for Real Madrid. He's going to cook
Okay,
because
that's
see,
fair.
no, hold up. Yes,
no,
this
don't
okay.
say
This is
that.
what you do.
Wait.
This is what you don't realize. This is what you don't realize. A guy can be crap in one environment and amazing in another environment. For Chelsea, maybe this work out. De Bruyne, it didn't work out. Salah, it didn't work out. But if he goes to Real Madrid, different environments, different coaching, different system, and so forth, he could cook. Let's keep it a stack. No, guys, hold up. Havertz ain't Conor Gallagher, bro.
It could, yeah, of course.
But no. I'm not saying. Hold up. I'm not saying Havertz not talented. But Paul, for the way they scammed you from Eden Hazard was one of the best players I've ever seen.
That was no. Yes, shut up. That was no. Wait, hold up. Let's not disrespect Hazard and so forth. That is one of Scooby Doo's great mysteries of what happened to Eden Hazard. So we don't know what happened to Hazard. We will find out when he releases his autobiography, and it is actually revealed that he was dealing with depression and they wanted to jump off a building. So.
That wasn't a scam. That was a heist. Like, bro, that was bad.
No, but let's be honest.
Paul,
We're not signing. No,
Paul, we did not scam you with Hazard.
No.
It is. Of course, we didn't scam you. No one knew. No one knew what was going to happen.
Then it happened.
And Paul, I promise you, Paul, I bet you this Nivea soft cream, Havertz is going to cook.
Shut up! Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
Okay, Havertz will not cook.
Okay,
he's gonna flop. Havertz is gonna flop. He's gonna be a bomb.
You will sell him. Listen. You say you won't sell him, and he won't cook. Let's do that. Okay.
Chelsea are gonna fail to sell Havertz, and he's not gonna cook, man.
I'm happy with it.
He doesn't believe it. See, that's the issue. He doesn't believe it.
I do believe it. So guys, let's cry. No, guys, let's cry. I want to cry a bit.
I have to go now, it is. So.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, peace.
Shout out to Paul, and please greet all of my Granada people out there, man. Shout out to Half Up loves them all, man.
Majority of Hispanic people in the panel right now, by the way, Spanish, Peruvian, and Argentinian.
Hey, and I'm like quarter Spanish as well, and I think Yas is like a third Spanish as well. So hey, Spanish. Hablas, soy de Nigeria, hablas españolos. Vivo en London, I think vivo en Luna. Paul, adios, amigos, peace.
Tengan un buen día. Venga.
Buen día, ¿qué tal?
Viva en Luna.
Wait, I know more Spanish than you. Soy de Nigeria, okay? Vivo en Luna, all right? So, me llamo. 1, 2, 3. So,
it's just that sometimes I have trouble understanding like actual Spaniards speaking Spanish because of the lisp. It's kind of hard to understand. I've had
or lisp tax, whatever.
Yeah, because I have friends from Spain, and sometimes like hearing them talk, it was like, but I think it should make out what they're saying.
Oh wow. Okay. So look, guys. So look, Kante. This is a sad day.
This is a good
This is really sad. I wanted to cry. I wanted to stab myself with a pin, and I almost did. I wanted to bite someone's face off. Shout out to Mike Tyson. Yes, yeah, man. How do I cope with this loss of Kante? How do I
know
cope?
why you're sad. I am extremely happy today because I felt
So okay, so yes, yeah, the feeling is a somber feeling.
no,
There isn't
let
a
me
happy
finish.
feeling. This
Let
is
me
a
finish.
sad feeling
Because you
because yes, yeah, we're talking about goats Kante. We're talking about goal. We're talking about low K.
Yes. Angola, low K. Yeah, yes, Listen, today's a happy day because, like, I felt like how I don't know if you guys have, but that one guy that your brother, your day one, he ends up going to prison. He spends like 20 years
Oh
in
wow.
prison and finally is free. I feel like that's the situation with N'Golo Kante. It's like we got N'Golo Kante back. He's free from the prison. N'Golo Kante was held captive. He was held
So
prisoner.
hold up. So winning a UCL back to back man of the match awards three times. That's prison.
That's the only meal he was given. The entire time he was at.
Didn't he win the FA Cup as well? Didn't he win the League as well?
Look,
what are you talking about?
He had to fight.
When he was the best player in his position while at Chelsea.
Actually, where do you guys finish this year? 12th? Just come on.
It's one
Let's be
season.
real.
It's one season.
N'Golo Kante got used and abused by Chelsea. Let's be real out here. He got people like Jorginho used him to be top 3 in the Ballon d'Or. Literally, top.
So
3.
yes, yeah, you don't. So yes, you don't feel me. Yes, it's streets. So you don't have sorrow for me. That
he is free.
I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding that locate my guy.
You know. I love N'Golo. I love. Let me say this one more time. I love N'Golo Kante, but HH, he is free. The happiness. I saw the Fabrizio Romano, the picture, the edit he put. You saw how happy he looked. N'Golo Kante looks younger now. Like, come on, like you guys used him like a bar of
yes,
soap.
Kante doesn't care about me. Spotters like myself. It's a lot of money. Yes, it's a lot of money. 100 million is a lot. But what means more? Love. Love trumps all. So you're going to choose 100 mil over the love of half hope, the support of half hope, one of your strongest, passionate supporters. Yes, how am I supposed to cope? How am I supposed to sleep? How am I supposed to think? How am I supposed to function? How am I supposed to even do streams with a straight face? Because yes, we're going to deal with a nightmare come Saturday night. So I have to now deal with Kante leaving and a nightmare come Saturday night when that oil refinery merchant wins his treble. So because yes, you've not given me an answer. How am I supposed to emotionally cope with this? How?
No, okay, I'm gonna give you the high cope. Chelsea are in the mud, and it's beautiful, to be honest. And that's how you should cope. Like, you should watch reruns of like Hazard and a Chelsea shirt.
Yeah,
you should watch
I still do.
Costa and you should
Yeah,
watch
I watch Hazard comes every other day. So I'll
Courtois and goal. Courtois, you know how muddy you are. Like, you guys' team is so bad. Thiago Silva, your best defender, is leaving.
Yes, yeah. You keep saying this, but do you know what the next topic is? Yes, do you know what the next topic is? Look at what does it say below here? What does it say below here?
Who's he coming to?
Yes, what does it say below? No, yes, read. No, we're in the mud. But look what it says here. Look what it says here. Elias, talk to me about low K.
The mood in the
Elias,
back.
why is Kante choosing money over the love of half hope?
I mean, I'm all in favor for Kante going to Saudi Arabia. I'm actually even in favor. Like 100 mil. You don't
over my support, over my mental health.
I mean, how many games has he been playing for Chelsea recently? He's been injured for most of the time. He hasn't been playing. So hey, if you're not going to be playing, and why not go get the bag? It's simple. And go over there. Be perfectly fine. And I mean, in the Chelsea perspective, I'm all in favor for this. For example, if you have a player who isn't, for example, at his best, and who, yes, for example, in his peak, he was one of the best teams in the world, but he isn't playing for you, go and reinforce that position with someone who is going to be playing for you constantly. For example, his injuries, they have become a problem. So, I mean, on top of that, for example, how much is Kante earning weekly at Chelsea?
I think it's about 200 and something thousand a week.
I mean, yeah, you get those wages and you basically get another player, and it's as simple. You look for a replacement.
There isn't a cancer person doesn't exist on planet Earth.
Elias, they haven't replayed the year post.
It doesn't exist. So, Elias, you've ripped the soul out of my chest. You've ripped the heart out of my chest because this is the heart and soul of Chelsea Football Club. Because it's already bad enough the kind of season we have now. I've got to deal with Loke leaving.
Mount Mason Mount.
Yeah,
Mount is from the gutter.
And
Mount is
then
from the gutter. Please, don't put all the Mounts on me.
not Conor Gallagher. How about Conor Gallagher?
Ricardo, talk to me about how do I cope with the loss of Loke? And Ricardo, how much is 100 million a year really? Ricardo, talk to me. So you're saying that 100 million a year is worth more than the love, the support, the passion, the family feeling that Half Hope gives. Ricardo, let me give this to you. What are you going to do with 100 million? Really? What more can you buy? We're going through a recession. What are you going to use that money for? Here's the thing. So you got 100 million. The love of humanity. What do you choose?
I have better questions to ask. Okay, yeah, he's getting the bag. Does Kante have a wife and kids? Because I swear that guy claps no cheeks. I have never.
Okay, you know what? You know.
Let's be. I've never seen it.
You ain't seen that about Loke, bro. That's a yellow.
I've never seen
That's
it.
a yellow. You don't say that about Loke. You're not saying that about Loke.
Yeah, bro, he has crazy stamina. Is not putting it to no use.
Insane.
No, but seriously, like I don't know. Like is he trying to get generational wealth? Because he isn't really creating much of a generation after him. So, what's the money really worth? Look, I really don't.
Yes, agreed. He's a clown. Yes, he's a clown. Yes, Crowd is a clown. Yeah.
I love all my haters, man. I love them all. But at the end of the day, he's very injury prone. He's married. I mean, he is Muslim, right? I believe.
Yeah.
He's going to Saudi Arabia, which is
yeah, I get it. Blah blah. Saudi taxes, Muslim, and everything. But no. How does override the love of his fans, his family? Ricardo, what about me? What about every time I said Loke, Kante, Ungolo, Goats Colo, Goats Kante? What about guys like me? I'm sure that's that freaking weirdo from Texas, Wing, is on the streets. What about guys like us? He is the face of our club. Ricardo, we've lost our soul. They took our soul from us. Ricardo, is like this. Imagine you're like a kid in school, first day in school, lunchbox, and someone just snatches that lunchbox off of you. What do? How do you react?
Look, there's this corny quote that goes around. I actually saw it today because the whole thing with Messi. It goes, don't cry because it ended, smile because it happened. When he came to your club, he won great things. So I think you should be grateful. He gave you happiness.
Don't cry because
every story has an ending.
Smile because it's happened.
Okay, sorry I didn't bring 1850s.
Do you buy that Osa garbage that came out of this Peruvian's mouth? Don't cry because it didn't happen?
But Ricardo, isn't it beautiful?
Don't cry because
would you like
ended?
him to renew again?
No,
okay, bro. Just enjoy the ride and so forth. Rather, no. But Ricardo, my emotions are my emotions. He's leaving.
Yeah, I mean, bro, he's barely played. Like, what do you want from him?
The fact that he was always there gave me a soothing feeling.
Doing what?
So you're taking away that comfort back because based on everything that happened. Yes, based on everything that happened, I was doing that. Look, he's still there. 12th, Lampard, all the crap. But my goat is still there. Without my goat, where's my respite? Where is my soothing? Where's my tooth fairy?
I think there's a bit of that going on with him. I've had I met great Middle Eastern people, but he's going to a country where things ain't so nice for really, with people with a lot of melanin, and so I respect it. Out there, hey, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't want to.
Damn bloody fool.
You guys know what I'm talking about. You just don't want to talk about it. But look, Kante, he deserves this, man. Stop it, AJ. He's won the Champions League. He's won the World Cup. He didn't win the Euros, but he's won Leicester City the league.
So he's going to leave his home. So he's going to leave me with Conor Gallagher. No, that's not. So he's going to leave me with Conor Gallagher.
Hey,
Is that
that's not his problem. They didn't invest
Yes, it
properly.
is. He can stay with my. He can stay.
And he's not even gonna play. Let him get the bag, man. If you really appreciate him, you let him do what his heart desires, man. Like let him live. He's trying to just secure the bag. It's people like you who clown me and Elias for being like, "Oh, you guys have to let go of Messi, bro. Let go of a guy. At least Messi plays. Kante doesn't even play. Let go, man. Like, like it is what it is, man. You gotta move on."
No, but then it's Ricardo. It's not even N'Golo Kante. It's N'Golo Kante, Thiago Silva, Jorginho. Who else?
Yeah, but the weird
Hazard.
Didn't they
yeah,
just spend like
Costa.
600 million trying to rebuild the squad just for the squad to be
but
worse?
the thing I don't get is that I would actually understand HH if Kante, Thiago Silva, these are guys that Chelsea produced from their academy. They have no real ties to this club other than just being a mercenary. Like, I'm sorry, like it's not the same thing. They went to Chelsea to win some trophies and they got paid, and now they're gonna look for another bag. They don't really care.
They're CL winners, though. Let's be honest. Like Thiago Silva and Kante, like
They delivered 50%. They delivered 50% of their history.
that's true. But it's sad. But I'm not gonna lie to you. The fact that you have Conor Gallagher still at the football club, and you have Madden Madueke, it is so
Mudmatics.
It's the best.
Let me hit some Dubinsky's. Shout out to Abris Fair. AC Milan got Kamala for free. Yet Chelsea going to spend another 200 million on players from the refugee academy. Also, Maldini got sacked for what? Now, Abris Fair, I needed to get your facts right because we're going to the next topic that's going to change the entire stratosphere of football. So, Abris Fair, something is brewing. Yeah, we lost Loke. But something's about to brew. Just stay tuned. Miguel Rabines, man. We never give these young players the conditions to succeed at Chelsea. We've always had a poor infrastructure. And by the way, this was an issue for a long time. But Miguel, this still does not answer the facts. This still does not quench my pain of losing Loke. This does not quench my sadness of losing one of the best players in his position. So Miguel, let me bleed. Let me cry. Let me wither in pain as I see one of my favorite players go forth and end 100 mil
Is he
a
better
year
than
in Saudi Arabia.
Is N'Golo Kante better than Vieira?
Ramesh Suresh. HH's value on the black market equals 100 euros, okay? Kante's salary at Al-Ittihad equals 100 million euros. Of course, Kante is choosing the bag over HH. No, my value is priceless because my support is worth more than anything on planet Earth. So Kante, you're choosing something that is priceless and worth more than money over cash. But it is what it is. Let me get the bag. So guys, are we ready?
No.
Guys,
wait. Ricardo, are you ready?
To be honest,
Wait. Elias, are you ready? Elias, are you ready? Wait. Yes, are you ready? Yes, are you ready? Are you ready? Streets, are you ready? Streets, are you ready? Ricardo, look, Ricardo, we suffered a lot of time. But Ricardo, he's coming home. Yes. Yes, you really thought Chelsea would be down for that long? You thought we would be down bad? I kept telling you, but you don't want to listen. Nay to Chelsea. Nay to Chelsea. Nay to Chelsea. Yes, yeah. I'm going to do a vlog of when I buy that Neymar Chelsea in the mega store. Okay, I'm going to do a vlog, and I'm going to make sure everyone sees. I'm going to go 4K. 4K 60 FPS. 4K 60 FPS on throwing it. So, no, let me consider, Elias, when Neymar pulls up to the bridge, are you going to consider switching allegiances to Chelsea? Maybe for a loan? I don't know why you're laughing. I didn't crack a joke, man.
Sorry, if I'm taking a loan, it's going to be to Manchester City. Hey, I'm going to be following.
Wait, no, come on. He's not a Pep player.
Come on, please, come to United. We need a Barca fan to come to United. Come on.
But I don't even think that Neymar is going to be going to Chelsea. And I mean, like,
We have open negotiations. Negotiations are open, and Neymar is very open to the idea and what we're hearing.
Weren't you clowning Neymar a couple weeks ago? Calling
Can I
him
respond?
Finished, washed. She should retire.
Can I respond? Elias, this has been such a filthy, disgusting season where I've taken so many L's. Let me vibe out. If you're gonna sell me that bum-ass loser known as Pochettino, at least let me vibe out with Neymar. At least let me look forward to matches each week. Let's see Nene just dance on all these losers, bro. Because at least I'm like, aha, I have something to look forward to. Because if I have to, losing Kante, I've got to now watch that bomb Conor Gallagher every week. No. And we hear that Felix is on his way out. But if you're giving me Neymar and it's all about vibes, come on, Elias, let's ride. Let's talk. Let's talk.
What's the rumored price for Neymar? Because he does have a contract with PSG until 2027.
Elias, why are you worrying about? Don't sweat. See, as my mom would say, don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff.
What happens if he flops? What happens if he flops? What happens if Chelsea finish fourth with no trophies?
He's gonna get injured in the first.
Yes. When last did a player with technique flop in the EPL? Like, technique is kryptonite to the EPL. If you have technique, it's not as EPL's kryptonite.
The D&D league, man.
Yeah, come on, bro. If you have any technique, you're going to ball out. You're going to be one of the best players in the league's history. It is what it is. So, Ricardo, come on. You're jealous, aren't you? Ricardo, you're jealous. Ricardo, come on. Neymar, he looks good in good in blur. It's not even blue. He looks good in blur. Good in blood. Okay. Neymar in blood. We're gonna go French. We'll say Neymar on blood. How do they say in blood? On blood. Ne on blood. Say ne on blood. Ne on blood. Ne on blood. Ne on blood.
Okay, look.
Hey, Chich, what happened to Felix?
Neymar is a replacement.
Just question.
Replacement for Felix is crazy. Look, Neymar, do I buy he's going to Chelsea? To be honest, no. I don't see why he would.
Why not? There. Because you're hating. Put hate aside. Put hate aside and put your hatred for me aside. Why don't you buy Chelsea?
You know, okay, it has nothing to do with you, but what's already starting to happen, and Elias has probably already seen it. Now that Messi's not going to Barcelona, they're going to start the whole Neymar Barcelona campaign again. I hate to say it.
Yo, Ricardo, what happened? It's just like last summer. We just steal Neymar.
Bro, I'm not going to be surprised if it happens, man. Because where's his bald front? Because I let him. I'm just trying to set him up so he doesn't. So he's not upset at the fact. Where did this guy go, bro?
I don't know. Yo, but being all real, like maybe do shit.
No, for real. I would not be surprised if he comes back. But anyways, for the streets, Neymar, I've said this from a long time ago that Neymar is having a second child. His son lives in Barcelona. PSG don't want him. Neymar probably wants to leave. PSG have no leverage, absolutely no leverage in negotiation. If they actually want to get rid of him, it's going to actually be up to Neymar's decision where he wants to go. And I will not be surprised if Neymar wants to go back to Barcelona just because his son's there and he can raise both his children together.
His kids are in Barcelona. PSG are looking to sell, so who knows? Neymar has repeatedly said he would love to come to Barcelona. HH, what happens if Neymar comes to Barcelona? Are we
I'm gonna ask you very nicely to the Barca fans. As a courtesy, stay out of this.
No, but if you think about it too, what was Neymar's number at Barcelona? It was number 11. Who is Barcelona trying to get rid of? They got to get rid of Ferran Torres. I'm telling you right now, do not be surprised if Neymar ends up back at Barcelona. And if he does go back, it's not going to be through a transfer fee. It's probably going to be one of those like weird 2-year loan, try to run down the PSG contract, and then he'll probably be sold back to Brazil, or he's going to go to the MLS.
But Ricardo,
hold on. But your finances are a mess.
No, but
Money
I'm
is
saying
flowing. How can you afford this? You can't afford this.
that you're not hearing me out. For the player, for someone like Neymar to come, like players are gonna have to be sold. Players are going to be sold. All right. I think we've established during the Messi thing it was more of a waiting game, which Messi didn't want to play. But Neymar really he doesn't have the leverage of waiting the same way. Messi probably could negotiate that. But if Ferran leaves, Kessie leaves. Who knows? Maybe Gundogan ends up going to Saudi Arabia or he resigns with Man City. Don't be surprised if Neymar is actually a point of conversation. And I think there's a realistic chance. Do I think it should happen? I really don't know. But I'm just here to tell you, HH, don't get, bro. You're probably gonna have PTSD if what happened last year is gonna happen again, and it happens with Neymar.
But Ricardo, let's break it down. Let's break it down. First and first, HH, you have jinxed it already. Like, let's be honest. The whole Ugarte situation was because it fell through because of you. Stop. It's just HH. Don't be happy about any links. Just a potential. Probably. Like you pretty much said Neymar to Stamford Bridge was pretty much a done deal. HH, you already jinxed it, so it's not happening. Second thing, Chelsea finished 12th. So you're telling me Neymar is gonna leave PSG to go and play for Chelsea, who are in 12th? No Champions League? Come on. Like, Neymar is not going to play in the Champions League. Is that what you guys telling me? Like, do you think, how much
It's
does
about
Neymar,
it's about the stature of the club. It's about the lifestyle and so forth.
you're telling me if Neymar
So-
can go anywhere, he will go to Chelsea?
And you are over the Champions League. You're overrating the pool of the Champions League.
Come
You guys
on,
are not
now.
in
This
Champions League,
is
though.
about. This is about. It's about a
It's-
statement.
Is Chelsea in the Champions League?
They're not even in the conference league.
Chelsea.
Hey, are Chelsea in Europe? Wait, no, HH. Are Chelsea going to make Europe next season? Quick question.
Chelsea are a club that are trying to live.
No, but HH,
And-
stop. HH, you know.
Wait, no, hold up. Wait, no, hold up. Wait, hold up. Why are Barca going in for Neymar? Why?
We need a left winger.
It's the lineage. You said it yourself.
But I thought there's
Messi,
bad blood between both parties. I
Neymar.
watched the Netflix series. In the Netflix series, there was bad blood. So why is he going back?
Not with the current board, but the previous definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he
But it's
always
like I
wants to come
said.
back anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's in 2019 he did want to come back.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he knows deep down inside. I think his agent even said it before. I know his agent knows his dad or something. But like I said, I just think if you just think of it logically, the same way why like Messi's transfer makes sense. Neymar's about to have a second child. Well, his first kid, he's sort of being a deadbeat by leaving him in Barcelona. So I mean, I think if he actually wants to raise both his kids together, I think going back to Barcelona is actually the most realistic option if he's to leave Paris.
But we gotta think about it. Like, to be honest, if I'm Neymar, I'm gonna come to Chelsea to play with who? Conor Gallagher? You think I'm gonna want to play back? Conor Gallagher can't pass the ball to
It's
me.
the stature of the
How am I
club.
supposed to
Yes,
play?
yes. He's coming to play for one of the biggest clubs in the world in one of the biggest markets
AC,
on
what
the
does that
planet.
mean? What does that mean? AC Milan is one of the biggest clubs in the world. What does that mean?
Not
AC,
like
what
Chelsea. Not like Chelsea.
AC,
And
come
with
on.
what Chelsea are building next year, you want to be part of it and so forth.
What are you building?
So
It's
HH, we're getting a statement from
hashtag
you.
rebuild, hashtag revenge.
This is
No,
confirmation
yes,
that
yeah.
Chelsea are back.
No. Yes, the trainer is moving. So either hop on now or bye. The Chelsea train is moving.
I don't even
So,
think, I don't
and
even
yes,
think-
everybody wants to be on that Chelsea train. So for Neymar, don't mess around.
AC, does
The
he even
train
like
is moving.
Pochettino?
Hop on
Let's be
now.
honest. Does he even like Pochettino? I don't even think he even likes Pochettino. I don't think he really cares about Pochettino like that. So, like, you have nothing to draw Neymar. Rudiger, the fact that Rudiger left Chelsea and is not trying to talk to Reece James to leave Chelsea as well. Trying to get Havertz to leave as well.
Wait, hold on. Silence one. Think of the door. Silence one. The Goats just joined a last place team. Now I understand why the MLS refuses to have a relegation promotion. Hopefully they implement it once he leaves. As we said in the Madrid Hangouts, American sports MLS is never going to integrate promotion and relegation because that is bad business. So once that stuff is instilled, why the hell are owners going to unanimously vote for relegation when that could harm the franchise? It's never happening. Relegation and promotion is never happening in American sports.
Americans just always want to be different anyways. They're not going to do this. They're not going to
No. It's just not happening. Look, man, for Neymar, like, it is what it is, man. All I'm saying, though, is that Neymar, choose wisely. Last thing before we're out of here, guys.
It's just, will you hate him if he comes to United?
Yes.
Will you hate Neymar?
I'll despise him. I'll despise him, and I'll tell Rafaela. Ricardo, how would you put West Ham's success in perspective, winning the Conference League? Because, okay, here's my thing. Okay, this is an interesting thing. I put out a tweet. West Ham are now officially a bigger club than Tottenham, and West Ham can officially say what's up to Arsenal. Because Arsenal have only won the Cup Winners' Cup in 1994, and all Tottenham have is an Audi Cup. But neither of those, you could argue, are really major European trophies. But as of right now, West Ham can say they're a bigger club than... See, I say they're a bigger club than Tottenham because Arsenal at least have league titles. What say you? They are a bigger club than Tottenham Hotspurs. I don't care about your social media interactions or tweets or hits or traffic or your TikTok likes.
Okay, the idea of what is bigger is... I don't think it's just about European trophies, but... It is something that makes good banter, you know. Like West Ham is officially a bigger club, at least a bigger London club than Arsenal. That's always fun. It's a valid statement because they do have a European title now. But to be honest, I don't really give a shit. It's fucking third tier European title.
Whoa, respect. It is still a major European trophy. Okay, here's the thing: who had a better season, Arsenal or West Ham?
Arsenal. Well, actually, relative to the club, probably West Ham.
I would say West Ham. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, for me, West Ham West Ham had the better season because for me, they won a trophy.
Okay, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, HH. Would you rather have Arsenal seasons or West Ham season?
West Ham season.
So you rather have the shame of winning that cup than actually not even winning anything?
Yes, because my thing though, because no, do you know what my logic is? Arsenal, Tottenham have had the exact same season as Chelsea. Because Arsenal came second. What trophy did you win?
I think that's just cope.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not cope. No. Let's talk about it. Arsenal came second. What trophy did you win? Because I'm sorry, Arsenal, I'm still waiting for that UCL. Because sorry, Arsenal, Tottenham, West Ham, Fulham, Brentford, until you win a UCL, Chelsea are still your daddies and biological fathers.
Okay, well, look, at the end of the day, it's pretty revisionist the way we're seeing this anyways, because if you were to ask yourself, what do you think Arsenal is going to achieve in August? Nobody would have thought it would be second place in the Premier League. But
it brings you nothing.
Hold on. But if I were to ask you, what is Chelsea going to accomplish in August? We thought that there was going to be a title charge. We thought they might make a decent run in Europe. Then you have your winter transfer.
Wait, Ricardo, you sound like an old hag. We could hardly hear you, bro, with your microphone, bro.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go for it.
No, I'm saying if you look at Chelsea's season from the start, you were to talk about what were the expectations. The people were saying there's a title charge here. Then you go to the winter transfer market, you spend $600 million.
Ricardo, no, Ricardo. At the end of the day, Arsenal failed to win the league. Chelsea failed to win the league. Second, third, fourth, fifth, eighth, ninth. Arsenal failed to win the league. Chelsea failed to win the league.
All right, so if
there's no difference.
So if Arsenal came second, which it did, and Chelsea got relegated, is it still the same result?
No, it's not. You see, there we go. If you bring relegation final, no, because that is a particular failure. No. Second, there is no difference between second and
there is a difference.
and 17th.
No, there is a difference. Who improved?
No, because wait, yeah, you're
No,
right.
18, 19, 20,
Yeah,
18,
yeah,
19.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no.
you're right.
Let's see, second and 17th.
Okay,
If you
but
won
who-
no trophies, you're exactly the freaking same. Because
but-
last I checked, this is a competition. If you win the league, you failed.
But
No,
not
wait,
because you won and you're right.
hold on. Last I checked, are we in the trophy business? Yes or no?
No, you're not, HH.
All right, we're in the first losers
Okay, so you're saying
business.
so you're saying that a club like let's
But
say
no UCL.
Brentford, like Brentford, has the same ambitions as Manchester City.
I'm saying figure out how to win a trophy.
No, don't dodge the question. Are you saying that all the 20 teams in the Premier League have the same ambition at the start of every season?
Yes.
No, they don't.
In my
So what's your point?
What do you mean? So you're telling me
No, Ricardo. No, don't try and move from the point. I know you're a teacher, and so for you won't be trying to be cool, okay? When I was in one of your freaking classrooms,
Ricardo, you're a
no.
teacher?
allegedly. So no. My point is, there is no difference between what Arsenal have done and what Chelsea have done. You failed to win the league. You won no trophies.
I would say there's one difference. The difference
What?
is that Arsenal are going to be playing European football next season, and Chelsea isn't.
And
that's a huge
no,
difference.
it is. That's a great point. You're going to be playing the competition to do what? To either get bounced out of the group stage. Because let's be real, Arsenal don't know how to win a Europe. No, we know how to
but
win a European
still.
trophy. Arsenal don't know how to win a European trophy. So basically, what's the point in entering a competition that you're not going to lose? But guys, but Elias, do you agree? Who had a better season, West Ham or Arsenal?
West Ham. I would say West Ham just because they won a trophy. Any season where you win stuff over a season where you didn't win anything is viewed as a success.
No, Elias, this is why I disagree with you. I'm not gonna lie to you. It depends how much you value the Champions League. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Champions League is special to me personally. I remember what Champions League nights. Bro, it's a unique. Just to be in the Champions League, it's like when you're out of it, you feel PTSD. Like you feel like you're with a Champions League withdrawal. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Give me Champions League at all costs. I have to be playing that Champions League. I can't.
No. But yes, though, who had a better season, West Ham or Arsenal? Did West Ham have a better season than Arsenal?
No, I think
It's a simple question. Who had a better season, Arsenal or West Ham?
Arsenal.
They had a better season but despite not winning a trophy.
I think they had a better season because, like, I think overall
Because they became the first losers.
No. Of
And on top
course,
of we're
but-
comparing clubs of like different statures. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
like
Arsenal. Arsenal should be doing way better.
But
That's the thing.
Ellis, we also have to honestly talk about how West Ham United had a terrible season. They had one of the worst seasons they ever had. But at the same time, at the end of the day, they did have one of the best seasons because they end up winning a trophy. So it's a confusing one. I don't even know how to begin to talk about West Ham season because the HHL were flirting with relegation. They were once was about to get sacked twice. Like I don't know how to explain what West Ham just accomplished right now. All I know is Harry Kane, you bum. You freaking bum. How do you allow Mikel Antonio, a guy that just talks a lot of shit crap? That is, in my opinion, terrible. I think Mikel Antonio is a terrible striker. How do you allow Mikel Antonio to win a trophy before you? No,
it's true. I think for me, I just think the reality of the matter is that Harry Kane cannot chance to Mikel Antonio. That's the reality. No, but actually, yes. How do you feel seeing Moyes actually win a trophy, knowing that you bounced him out and you told him to go piss off, and he threw bricks through his window while his family was sleeping?
I have like 50, for me, they was like a 50-50 thing. In one sense, I'm actually really happy that he kind of resurrected his career at West Ham United, because I'm not gonna lie to you, like after the United thing a stunt, he went through like a downward spiral. The guy went to I think it was it Espanyol that he went to in La Liga? Do you guys remember? But he managed in La Liga. It was a disaster.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Then he went to Sunderland. It was a disaster. Then he went to West Ham. And the first stunt, it was a disaster. And now this is the second stunt. So I was like, the guy suffered. Like he suffered. Like he had to resurrect his career because at one point his career was up here. Then he went to Man United and it went crashing down. So in one sense, I'm really happy for him. But at the same sense, I still think he's a He's a bastard. I think I can't stand the guy because I'm not gonna lie to you. HH, we won the league, but prior to David stepping in, he is the cause of our downfall. He started the
Yes,
downfall.
no, but see, yes,
Screw him.
you see, yes, that's just being really ridiculous. Because whoever took that role after Fergie was always going to struggle, and you cannot you can always place the downfall of United on one man who had one season.
It is because HH, you know, at the end of the day, with Man United, we had an era of invincibility.
Because you had Fergie, one of the greatest managers of all time. Not every manager is Alex freaking Ferguson, bro. Okay.
No, I understand that. But HH, I get that. Alex Ferguson left. But you telling me, but let's not do this, HH. No one envisioned Manchester United to go for 1 year from winning the league title. Then this following season for being absolute mediocre. We finished 7th from 1st to 7th. You know how bad of a season it was under Moyes. It was so bad he got sacked in March. Ryan Giggs became a manager. People forget that. He didn't even finish the season. That's how bad it was. It was so bad. It was so bad that till today, Rio Ferdinand and Evra, they all talk about how shambolic it was. How his man, like it was, you know, you know how people say the wrong place at the wrong time. 1000%, that's right. But it's like, bro, it was bad. It was bad. I don't think if anyone wanted to, I don't think any manager could have done a worse job than David Moyes. It was that bad. It was that bad.
You see, you're just being extreme because yes, they can because there's a guy that called Frank Lampard who actually still exists.
I think Frank Lampard. Nah, I'm joking.
Wait. Last thing before we just roll up. Does anyone believe Inter Milan will win on Saturday? No.
They have a chance, but I don't think they're going to win.
Elias, please.
No. I think they have a chance. I think if they make the game difficult, if they commit a lot of fouls, they make the game grindy and not let Manchester City play the game, they could have a chance to make it difficult. Just I do believe that Pep is going to win that second treble, and I'm going to get a WAP stream.
You know, I'm not going to lie to you.
Guys, that's a web. I mean, how do you end this disaster with football season with a web stream, man? So literally, the footnotes of this horror of a season is going to be a web stream.
No,
God damn it!
I think this is the first time.
That's ridiculous, man.
I think this is the first time.
This is why I'm so glad I bought a PS5, man. Because after that web stream where I will discredit him, I'm going to game like a bastard.
So. Are you excited? Is anyone excited for this? Yeah, it's final because I'm not. I'm not really excited for it.
Wait, you mean for the UCL final?
Yeah, I'm not excited for it at all.
I'm excited.
Bro,
exactly.
we are just going to watch a procession. We're just going to watch a Pep procession. This is what it is. Guys, look, man, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and guys, we'll see you on Friday for the open hangers where we should have the UCL final preview of Inter Milan against Oil Refinery United. Peace out, stay true, one love.